I'm your Door County neighborhood reporter, Hannah Lopez. Over the past few years, we've reported on shortages across the peninsula. Now we're following up with a local child care center to see what their journey's been like. When we first spoke with Children First Development Center in 2024, administrators were just getting the keys to their Sturgeon Bay location. Later that year, the center merged with Door Community Child Development Center to avoid closing due to financial issues.
Door County has been known to be a childcare desert. It's always been a struggle.
Today, it's known as Doorway to Learning. Center Director Hope Herbst says they have 125 kids enrolled and a wait list of 30 to 40 families.
Right now, I would say affordability of childcare is difficult to maintain in our community, as well as availability.
At Doorway to Learning, weekly rates are $315 for infants 0 to 2, $275 for 2 to 3-year-olds, and $245 for 3 to 5-year-olds. According to the Wisconsin Department of Children and Families, childcare on average for one infant costs just under $12,000 a year, about $229 a week. Doorway to Learning offers support for families who don't qualify for state subsidies.
So families can apply for that and get anywhere between usually 10 and 20% off their child's care.
Executive Director Michelle Jacobson says, in addition to cost, maintaining staff is also one of the biggest challenges.
The finances don't make it easy to give raises, right? And to give bonuses and all of those kind of things that really attract people to want to stay long-term.
Childcare remains a challenge for many families across Door County, but Doorway to Learning says they hope to be able to continue providing care and support for kids and families around the community for as long as they can. In Door County, Hannah Lopez, NBC 26.
I'm your Lakeshore neighborhood reporter, Abby Hamachek, and family childcare like Smiley Sprouts say the demand is there, but resources are not. A new loan program is looking to change that with hopes to expand childcare, keeping up with the nationwide demand.
Progress Lakeshore has a new child care loan program offering low-interest loans for startup costs like equipment, renovations, or licensing. Melanie Gertz runs her own family child care. She says she had to turn families away because she can't take on any more kids, especially in the process of licensing.
It's hard to have the passion for it sometimes when you're looking at your bank account and you're like, oh, I got to provide all the supplies for the daycare and I got to decide between feeding my family or buying more supplies to better the space is a major struggle for a lot of people, and it's a big deterrent.
Progress Lakeshore says this is a revolving loan, so as the funds are paid back, they can be loaned out again to help other daycares and families in the future. On the Lakeshore, Abby Hamachek, NBC 26.
A shortage of childcare providers across our neighborhoods has created months-long waiting lists for families seeking care. Bob Peckel at Family and Child Care Resources of Northeast Wisconsin says the cost of that care is pulling some parents out of the workforce to care for their kids themselves.
They're not finding childcare and they go to unregulated care. The other thing that we've seen happen is that grandparents, they will now retire early.
Peckel says on average, Wisconsin child care providers make about $12.75 an hour, and employers in the profession see high rates of staff turnover. Now to some news on your health. We've seen an increase in the number of children getting sick with influenza, and experts think it could be due to lower vaccination rates. This year, we have a subclass of H3N2, which doctors say is more ferocious and creates more severe symptoms compared to other flu strains.
All the viruses are very smart. They know how to work better the next year. So for influenza, they replicate and they change, they mutate into a strain that is more ferocious. So those are the ones that we need to check and we need to make the vaccine before.
Dr. Budiashi says this is the lowest vaccination rate she has seen since 2019, with only about 45% of children vaccinated. Aspiro hosted its annual legislative breakfast this morning, showcasing how they help neighbors with special needs. Becky and Chet Lamers shared their story about recently becoming the caregiver of Chet's father after his mother died. With social service programs facing cuts nationwide, the Lamers say it's frustrating that services they rely on could be taken away or scaled back.
It makes us feel very hopeless. And we need services like curative. And I don't know, one of us probably would not be able to continue working if we had to solely care for him every single day of the week.
Becky Lamers says her family relies on Curative Connections a couple times a week.
It's another day, which means it's another day with no news on Packers head coach Matt LaFleur as the two sides reportedly try to hammer out an extension. Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley has already had 5 head coaching interviews with the Titans, Dolphins, Cardinals, Falcons, and the Raiders. Tomorrow, Hafley will be interviewing for the Steelers gig. And we know Pittsburgh loves making defensive coordinators their head coach, as Mike Tomlin, Bill Cowher, and Chuck Noll all were DCs somewhere else before being hired by Pittsburgh. And speaking of defensive coordinators, Packers D-line coach DeMarcus Covington interviewed for the open Jets position, according to the organization. He also has already interviewed for the Cowboys DC job. That will do it for me. I'm John Miller, NBC 26 Sports.
I'm Avi Kargloth in Green Bay, bringing you into a snowplow as city workers clear our streets.
You're watching NBC 26, part of the Scripps News Group.
Companies from across the state and country are now on display at the Fox Cities Home and Garden Show. The 8th annual event at the Fox Cities Exhibition Center features dozens of vendors for your home needs. There's also food and the chance to meet some cute puppies.
We have so many different show specials and discounts going on. Most of our vendors have show-only pricing. So if you come down to the event, you can get an exclusive discount on any of the home building and remodeling you're planning on doing.
If you're interested in attending, the event is running this Saturday and Sunday. Each time it snows, it's someone's job to clear the roads so we can drive safely. And the people who actually do this job are ready to be called in whenever they're needed. Our resident curious guy caught up with them.
Hello.
Hey, Avi, this is Josh. We got snow that's accumulated on the road, so we're going to need you to come in.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be in right away. Early wake-up calls and odd hours are nothing new for snowplow drivers. But what is it actually like to plow snowy streets? I'm Avi Kargloth in Green Bay, and my curiosity brought me into a snowplow to find out for myself. Eric Peters is one of Green Bay's 16 snowplow drivers. They have 30 minutes to get to work when called. Shortly after, they hit the road. Green Bay is 45.5 square miles and has 560 lane miles to clear. Spending hours alone in a truck is hard for drivers, especially those with families. But they know their work affects them and the entire city when they need it the most.
My oldest daughter has a swim meet tomorrow out in Clintonville. I don't know if I can go to it or not. You know, if we have plans made to go out to dinner one night and all of a sudden it snows, well, I have to cancel. It's definitely not an easy thing to do, but getting the salt down, plowing the snow off the road makes it easier for the people around the city to make it down the road without accidents.
Reporting in Green Bay for a curious guy, I'm Avi Kargloth, NBC 26.
The snowplows were out today, and they'll be out over the weekend as well. We've got more snow in the forecast and a lot of cold. I'll have your 7-day next. Along with the snow, we got a warm up. Many of us seeing temperatures climbing above